Bangladesh 82 for 2 at the halfway mark in the chase. Saif Hassan, who so far has played a blinder, 49 not out from 34, joined by Ridoy on 8. The bowling for Sri Lanka looking for answers. They picked up a couple. One from Hasaranga, one from Tushara. He cleaned up Tanzid in the very first over. The boundaries have also just dried up for Bangladesh.
That's always been the trend, isn't it? With the field being spread, the spinners coming into it, especially here in Dubai, there's been a lull period. 4 overs since power play, 28 runs, 23 runs. It's just under a run a ball. But what Bangladesh need to remember is they got the foundation right at the moment. Required rate 8.7 these days. The job done, eyes closed.
Job done, eyes closed, says Russell Arnold. Well, only time will tell. There's a little bit of a conference between Captain Velalage just before the start of this over.
Change of winds for Velalage. Perfect from Ridoy. The role I was talking about that Litton needed to do. Give Saif the strike. His rhythm's good. Keep hitting the ball. He's on to 49, Saif Hassan.
Very lucky that hasn't gone to hand of the bowler. Slightly off the leading edge. It's happened a couple of times now. Just the check shot has just plugged into the air. Lucky hasn't carried. This time tucks it around his legs. A push hard will only be one. A milestone turned over. Second half century in T20 national cricket. And it has been an absolute quality knock.
Hit sure as powerful and clever too. It was not an innings where he was swinging to all parts. He picked his spots, played the field. Saif Hassan. He's the key here for Bangladesh.
A little bit of air just outside the off stump, so still just the ones. Boundaries, we mentioned that lull period. It's been 19 deliveries since that boundary hasn't come along.
Yeah, required rate up to 9. Saif Hassan's scoring areas. Most of it down the ground. That's hitting through the line. That's why it's been safe.
Once again down the ground, but both long on and long off, very straight. An excellent work on the boundary. Tag team, keep them down to 1.
Chamika Karunaratne, the substitute on for Pathum Nisanka at the moment. Had a lot of ground to cover. He did that. And Hasaranga at hand. Good over from Velalage so far. 4 singles. Can he finish strong is the question.
Should be just the one again. So another good over ticks by. Well, maybe commentators, because slips over slide results into 6 off the over. Bangladesh 88 for 2. (81 or 54 is the equation. Short and put away. Fine up in the ring. Much needed boundary. It's taken 21 deliveries and it comes off the bat of Saif.
Taut fine leg in the circle. Watch the angle of the bat. Down to up she goes. just enough to get it over. Gee, they're making this chase look easy. To be honest, 77 or 53. Pressure firmly on Sri Lanka.
Once again slashed. Just the one. The partnership is now 33 of 29. And he's had a real field day out there.
Down the ground. It's not easy to hit Nurwan Tushara with his low action. Gee, I like that. All wrist. That was the last boundary. Getting underneath it.
56 so far, 4 big hits. Still out there. I was on with Athar Ali Khan earlier on, and he made a comment about Saif, saying that he needs to understand. At that point, he was 22 of 13. That he needs to understand that's not enough. And he's really grasped his opportunity. Mentioned the platform late has a lot to do with the way Saif is batted.
You know, the way Saif is batting, though, you got to make sure that he doesn't have much to think about. He's playing instinctive cricket. He's playing freely. And that's why Ridoy has a very big role to play, so that he can continue this way. Give him the strike. Keep rotating the strike. If not, if he has to think of the run rate, wickets falling, just gets a little too much. So Litton earlier, and now Ridoy has a massive part in setting Saif be free.
Partnerships are very important. No matter how short the game, they're always crucial. It's a sort of surface that it just takes a little bit of time for the new batter to come in and get set. And hence why the two men in the middle, crucial for Bangladesh. Slashes this, and the crowd would like for the ball to come their way. No, there's a sweeper. So the first of the 4 of the first ball, and what they've done well is ticked it along. 8 of the 5. For Shanaka, he will hope he can close this out.
They need someone to stand up. Of course, Hasaranga is your go-to, but he's bowled 2 overs already. Something's got to come for Sri Lanka from somewhere else. Dushmantha Chamiro's bowled 2 as well. So not many attacking options really with Asalanka at the moment.
Third up, long off on the boundary for the last delivery. Another good over for Bangladesh, ticks by 9 of the 12th, 97 for 2.
Right, 97 for 2 in 12. I'll tell you what, Bangladesh is scoring runs and need to score at 9 runs and over from here. And what they will become pleased about it is that the runs they've got is risk-free. 38 of 34 this partnership. They haven't really found it too difficult. And this is what Sri Lanka needs to do. They need to keep building dots. And with spin now, Asalanka has Velalage as an option, Hasaranga as an option. This is 6. 6. And went the distance. Hit with a lot of power. As I welcome Athar Ali Khan to the commentary.
Well, it's certainly welcome Velalage with that massive hit towards the mid-wicket area. And that too from the bat of Ridoy. Really launched himself into it. Look at that distance. 97 meters. What a shot. We've seen some big sixes already this evening. That's one of them. He enjoyed that.
Certainly did, no doubt about it. Slightly slower and shorter. There's something in the surface. There is some grip. Seen the odd ball, very little turn, but these batters, particularly Saif, has looked so good. Tushara went for runs, going full. Amira has gone for 19. Sri Lanka has a problem here. Shamira has 2 overs left. Hasaranga has 2 overs left. But someone else needs to put their hand up.
Yeah, who would that be? That's what they have done so far. 5 bowlers used. Yeah, with that 600 on the board for Bangladesh.
And they're making runs easily. They're really making batting look easy. 10 off that over. 107 for 2. Right, those are the buildings. They've been quite consistent, I must say, for Bangladesh. And the requirement, 62 of 42, under 9 runs and over, very gettable. Now, looking at the options Sri Lanka has, now Hasaranga coming on at the other end, but they could also call on Kamidu Mendis, who's ambidextrous. There's also Charita Salanka, who could come in and bowl, but they need to find someone who can get you wickets. This man, yes, it's an option. He can get you wickets, but what about the support at the other end? Oh! That's slower.
Yes, Bangladesh dressing room will be hoping that this pair, was now added 47 of 40 runs, do not take any chances against someone like Hasaranga. Because he's the danger. If he picks up a couple of wickets here, then Sri Lanka back in the game.
Yeah, very simple. It's all about wickets. Dot balls would create pressure. Well, they're excited, aren't they? That's a big contingent of Bangladesh fans. Very vocal. Why not? 61 of 40. That's what is required. He's also bowling from an end where he's got a very long leg side boundary, Hasaranga, and also slowing it down, not looking to push it through.
I still feel he needs to toss it up a little bit, invite the batter to take the bait. Got a long off and long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg.
Goes through extra cover. That is a very good shot, I'll tell you. Look at the way he sets himself up. Hasaranga threw it up and he gave himself room and went through extra cover.
Already seen Saif Hassan display what he has done with the bat, but take a little note of the batter on screen. He smashed that over the top of the cover. We talk about maybe going over the top towards long off, long on, but what a shot. 50 partnership with that boundary.
Yeah, definitely that last ball a bit too straight. Extra cover open. And Ridoy did very well, gave himself room. And that's what they've got, 54-44. It's gradually gathering momentum now.
Don't want to do anything silly. This is the last ball of his over.
Will this be taken? Yes, it is. That's what they're after. Wanindu Hasaranga gets a wicket. They were after that wicket. They needed a breakthrough. And that is exactly what Saif does.
Yeah, I did mention, I hope he does not do anything silly. He was trying to go on the onside and gets the top edge. just couldn't pick up the length. He's eyeing to play it towards mid-wicket and loops up. And Velalage does the rest. That is the breakthrough that Sri Lanka wanted. And it's none other than Hasaranga who provides it for his team. A good knock comes to an end, 61 of 45. Save goes Bangladesh, 114 for 3.
Shamim Hussain has looked impressive in his career so far. Seen him bat with a lot of authority and aggression. Comes in to join Ridoy. Bangladesh need 55 in the last 6 overs. And there's going to be more spin. Yep, it's going to be Kamidu Mendis. So those are the options captain has, but this is what Shamim Hussain has achieved very early in his career. That strike rate will improve. He's a striker of the ball. Kamidu Mendis, ambidextrous, can bowl with both left and right. A couple of runs.
Just cannot find why he attempted to play that shot. Your poor choice of shots, because that was the last delivery.